With Rockstar just releasing the second GTA 6 trailer, an idea came to my mind. Why not create an N8N workflow that analyzes any videos and for free, and then test it on the latest GTA 6 trailer to see if AI can notice things that I didn't, even though I watched it many times. So yeah, that brings us here. I have created the workflow I was talking about, which costs literally $0. So yeah, let's start by breaking down this workflow, and then we will get to the final result, which is the analysis of the GTA 6 trailer. So let's start. First, we will start by a trigger to our workflow, which is the on-form submission trigger. You can add this trigger easily by right-clicking, clicking on Add Node, looking for forms here, select an N8N form, and then you will find under triggers the on new N8N form event. You will get something like this. You will have to configure your form here. Of course, you can give it a title, a description, and then you will have to choose the elements that are going to be included in the form. For my case, I have the element type file. To do this, just click on Add Form Element here, select the element type to file, give it a name, and then you can set the file types that you want to accept, which are maybe MP4 or any other video extension. Not even video, by the way. This workflow will also analyze images. Once we have done that, I have put the field name to upload file, the element type to file, turn off multiple files here, so we only upload one file, and then I have left this empty. Make this required, of course. We need to have something to analyze at least. Keep the respond when to form is submitted, and then you can leave and it will be automatically saved. Next up, we will have to start uploading the file that we have inputted in the form. So for that, we will use the upload file endpoint from the Google AI API. So for this, we'll have to include an HTTP request. Right-click again, click on Add Node, look for HTTP, and then include it. It will give you something like this. Switch the method to post. Put this URL here, the generative language /upload/v1 beta/files, and then for the authentication. Sorry for interrupting the video, guys. Please, we are trying to reach 1k subs by the end of this month, so please subscribe and thank you. There are two ways that you can include this. Since we are going to use the Google AI API, we can use the send query parameters here. Just turn it on and then keep this to using fields below. Switch the name to key and then paste in your API key in here. Or since we are going to use multiple HTTP requests, I have decided to make it like an authentication type, so I don't have to copy paste each time my API keys. So turn this off. Go here in the authentication, switch it to generic credential type. The generic auth type, make it query auth, since we're going to use a query parameter. And for the query auth, just click here, click on create new credential. For the name, put key, and then in the value, just input your API key. Alright, I have already done that. We will move to the headers. So for the specify headers, use the fields below. Instead of using JSON, you will have to include all of these headers here. So start with this. You can pause the video and copy it, by the way. Include this, resumable, and also you can find all the details for this API call in the Google AI Analyze videos and images documentations. You will get all the necessary parts to make a successful API call to that. So after that, we'll have the xgoog upload command, value start, and then for this, we will have to include the content length. So we'll have to run the previous node, which is the on-form submission. It will give you something like this. Switch this to schema so you can easily map it here. For the length, we will have to include the file size, so drag and drop the file size here. For the content type, again, we will have to include the file type or the MIME type, which is this one. Just drag it and drop it here, of course. For the content type, make it application/JSON, and then you will have to activate the send body. Choose JSON here, and then using JSON for the specify body, and then you will have to include this JSON body here, so it will have to be an object. One attribute is file. Inside file, we'll have the display name, and then you will have to drag and drop the file name from the previous node, so just drag it and drop it here. It will be successfully mapped. This is it for the first API call, which is basically starting the upload, not even uploading. So just to prepare the Google API to receive your file. After that, we will use a code node in which we will basically map the actual content of the video or the binary data of the video into a variable here, which is the binary variable. So for this, you will have to execute the previous nodes, of course. You can copy it, it will be the same. So we take from the form submission the item.binary. It will give us the binary data of the file. Once we have got that, we will start actually uploading the the video right now. Again, right click, click on add node. For the code node, of course, you'll have to look for code and then include it. And then for the HTTP call, we'll have to include the HTTP request node. It will give us an HTTP request node, which will be empty. You will have to specify the method to post. You will have to execute the previous node, so you'll get the output of that. That way you can start mapping. But for the URL, like we'll get it from the previous node, which is this node here, the output of this, it will be appearing here. Just drag it and drop it. It will be this variable here, json.headers xgug upload URL. For the authentication, keep it to none. We will not be needing any authentication here. Activate the send headers. Use these parameters I have set. For the content length, we will drag and drop the size from the previous form node. The upload offset, keep it to 0. The upload command, it will be upload, comma, finalize. And then we'll have to send the body, which will be basically sending the binary data from the video. Body content type, just select N8N binary file and then select the field name, which will be upload file, which is the name of the form element here that we have set, which is the upload file here. And then yeah, save it. And after that, this one will basically upload the video to the Google API. After that, we will have to start actually analyzing the video. But before doing that, some files may be big or take some time to be finalized and uploaded to the API. If we don't include a wait node here, this HTTP request, which is the last HTTP request that we're gonna use, is gonna cause us errors. Basically, it will tell you that the video hasn't finished uploading yet. So we'll have to include a wait node, which will pause our workflow for a bit of time. I have set it to 120 seconds, which is 2 minutes basically, just to make sure that the file is already uploaded and ready to go. So yeah, for this, right click again, click on add node, look for the wait node and then include it here. It will be easy to configure, so we'll have to set the wait amount to 120 and the wait unit to seconds. After that, we will use a set node, which is gonna help us map the prompt that we're gonna use and send to the analyze API. Right click again, look for set node. It will be edit fields here included, and then keep this to manual mapping. You will have an option to add a field. Just click on it, name the variable to whatever you want. You can name it prompt, text, or whatever. I have named it text. And here I have put a simple prompt, which will be telling the Google Analyze API, which is using Gemini 2.0 Flash, by the way, to analyze the video. I gave it a bit of a simple prompt, basically telling it to analyze this latest GTA 6 trailer frame by frame and give us the comparison with GTA 5 and things or features that have been added. This is a simple prompt, of course, for your use case. You don't have to be using it to, of course, analyze the GTA 6 trailer. You can do it on any video. So for that, you have to craft your own prompt and then input it here, save it, and after that we will be including our latest HTTP call, which will be analyzing the video for us. So for this, same as we did before, add node, look for HTTP request and include it, and then you'll have to set the method to post. You'll have to include this URL, pause the video and take it. As I said, it's using the Gemini 2.0 Flash, and then generate content. After that, we will have to include the authentication like we did for the first HTTP request. So generic credential type, query auth, and then you will find the one that you have saved before here. So you will not have to redo the whole pasting of your API key in here. That's why we did it. If we haven't, we will have to activate the send query parameters and then put the key and the API key here. So after that, once we finish, we'll have to activate the send body, switch the body content type to JSON, specific body to using JSON, and then we'll have to create this body request. It will be an object like this. For all user parts, we'll have to include the file type, which will be a drag and drop from the file that we uploaded in the form. Drag it and drop it here. The URI, which is this one, again, drag it and drop it here. For the text, or this one will be the prompt, by the way, the text, it will be the one that we have created here. So if you execute it, you will have to drag it and drop it inside here, inside the double quote here. It will give you the prompt. And then for the generation config, use the response MIME type to text/plain. It will give you the description in a textual format. You can use a structured output. I haven't done that, but you will have to change a couple of things. You can look it up in the documentations. But yeah, for now, we'll keep it simple. Just text to see the output of this workflow. So yeah, once we have done setting open up our workflow. It's the moment of truth. We will be executing it and see if AI can actually detect things that we couldn't see in the GTA 6 trailer. I doubt it though, but I'm sure it's gonna be somewhat decent. And of course, with improvements to the prompt and actual like content that you need in your workflow, it will give you good results. So let's start by testing the workflow. So click on test workflow here, choose your file, which will be the GTA 6 trailer. So yeah, I have downloaded it here, and then click on submit and let the magic happen. Alright, so our workflow has finished executing and we got a result. Let's check it together. As you can see here, we got the analysis of the GTA 6 trailer. We can read it together. Okay, so this is the whole analysis of the GTA 6 trailer that we got. I mean, it's pretty basic, but it did a somewhat decent job at least. It did a comparison between GTA 5 and GTA 6, the both trailers, graphical improvement, of course, textures are better, character models, modern rendering techniques like ray tracing, etc. And it gave us a final conclusion, like in general, GTA 6 appears to be a significant leap forward in every aspect. So yeah, it gave us pretty much a detailed description. It did a pretty good job. It gave a detailed description, like I told it in the prompt. This is used in a context of a trailer. Imagine it being used in another use case. So yeah, guys, that is proof that this workflow works. The sky is the limit from here. I gave you the basic. You can use it and keep adding on it to make it even better and make it suit your use case. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed and found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Maybe comment as well, it will help us. And I will be seeing you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.